So, for those living under a rock, Worldbox has recently updated its game and it's added a brand new mechanic called the Ages, and I really think this is super cool because it adds like all these different eras essentially to the game, and it just adds a whole new dynamic that kind of brings more life into this simulator. So for this gameplay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spawn a bunch of humans. We're just gonna kind of see what they do. They have added a new mechanic where I think it's if you hold the space bar, you can spam tons of people on the map, which is awesome. That's something you used to have to use like an auto clicker for, but now you can just shift click, shift click, and build tons of different cities all across the map super quickly. And I really do like that because it makes the game a lot easier. Just it's like a quality of life update for the game almost. So here's our governments. We have a country straight up called Bed. I don't know what they're doing. They're kind of just building up their country at the moment here in the south. It appears that the Holy Tector have the most people in their kingdom, but they're not going to be that wealthy because they're kind of like in the Sahara area where there's really not a whole lot of resources for them to actually sustain their people. It looks like this city has the best chance of becoming wealthy if it doesn't get taken over. Obviously, the volcano is going to cause a problem for a lot of these nearby factions. As the fire spreads, and they have to constantly deal with that and hope that it doesn't destroy their homes. But other than that, it shouldn't be too terrible for them. There's lots of stone that's forming in the mountains. I think that's where most of the people are getting their resources from. And there's this weird pink biome that appears to be spreading, which is not exactly a good thing, but that's okay. Another little quality of life fix is it just feels like, and maybe I'm tripping, I don't know. It feels like the graphics have improved, or maybe it's just the optimization of the game has improved significantly, where just a lot of the little tiny details look a lot better. Even like the trees are swaying. I don't believe they did that in previous updates. And there's just lots of little tiny animations that have really improved. Like even when you zoom all the way out, like the world is like a circle. Back when this game, it used to have like the square that even showed for the people who remember that. But now they've refined it to where it just looks like a circle. I think now really my only complaint is that we just need larger worlds. Just continually make the worlds even larger so we can have more stuff going on. I feel like that's the next step, the next logical step the game should take is just expand the worlds even more, so we have more land to play with. Because like really, like in world sizes, like there should be one continent, and it would be really cool if like maybe the map was like I don't know, like maybe like 5 or 6 times larger than this. I feel like a future update definitely should do something like that. And I even like how they named all of the months. They've named every single month in the game. That's cool too. And they're all like custom names. And I don't know, this update's just really made me like see a new appreciation for Worldbox and just how they've really like this is like such a thoughtful update. It really is, and I don't know, I really like it. It'll be interesting to see what the next age of whatever will happen. What if they added like an age of civilization? They need to do that. That'd be a good reference. I think this is a rebellion icon or a war icon. I'm not exactly sure what this icon means. They just took some land from the green though. Looks like a war is breaking out. Major fighting has just broken out between the Innery and the purple. Hopefully the green win. I'm rooting for my team. But my team doesn't really have a farmland going. This country has a farm, which means they're probably more sustainable in the long run. Plus, they're a lot closer to the resources than the Innery are. The Innery are kind of mainly reliant on wood at the moment, which they have a lot of, luckily. But that's about all they really got going for them. But they have managed to somewhat defend the country, and this guy is starting to build a road from the looks of it, which is a good step for the people. If the Innery can take over this land, which they just have, but they've also lost a different province from this country. But as long as the Inri can keep on to a decent chunk of land, they should be alright. And they do have the farm now, which should help them a little bit more than this province, which really had no purpose anyway. And we are in the age of the moon, which, bro, a meteor just hit right here. A meteor just slammed right here. It destroyed it. The age of the moon does not play around. What does the age of the moon do? I don't remember. The night will come alive. So there's like lots of hope in this time, I'm assuming. So everybody is very happy. This is just basically night. It's just night mode. It's very peaceful though. There's no evil going on at the moment. Everybody's shining up at the moon with dreams and hope in their eyes. And the Inari have actually defeated their greatest rival and united the northern lands, which is good for them. Now the one thing that the Inari probably shouldn't have done is build their capital right here. And there's also been a major earthquake that has just basically wiped out half of their country. That's not good for the Inari if you're the Inari right now. Half the country just got wiped out by an earthquake. Looks like another war is about to break out, probably against these guys. If the Inari can take over this orange country though, I mean they have the mountains to basically defend them from most attacks, so they really only need to take over the orange. Yeah, the orange and the green are about to go to war. Hopefully my team wins. I think we did, yes. And now the Inari are very powerful as long as no revolution takes place. I think the second strongest country is the Bev Empire, which is actually pretty developed from the looks of things. The only downside of our great Inri Empire is they're not super developed at the moment. And now a tornado has appeared. It's wiping out the Bev Empire and the Bed Empire. And now it's moving over to the other empires in the region. It doesn't look like it hit our kingdom though, so that's a good thing. But it's starting to move up now north, but it's basically a baby tornado at this point. That's good for our kingdom though. It really hurt these guys down here in the south. Looks like the Bev Empire has declared war on the Bed Empire. I think the Bev Empire is probably going to win that conflict. Yep, they won that pretty quickly. It might be like a north versus south situation where the Bev Empire continues expanding and then it's kind of like a Cold War. But they're about to go to war as well with somebody. Probably the Bev Empire, as they are the strongest foe. And a meteor has just slammed down and really damaged the Holy Dar Empire, so that's not good for them. Looks like the Inri have declared war on the Boo Kingdom, but there's this giant mountain range right here, so I don't know how exactly they plan on getting down here properly. But they managed to, they did manage to, and they've taken over that city. And now the Holy Dar is probably going to join them next. I kind of want to end let's get rid of revolutions. Yeah, we'll get rid of revolutions. That way we can kind of simulate this Cold War. A major earthquake just hit, though, right by the volcano, taking it out. Which is good, actually, because that means the volcano, all this land might be able to be settled one day. Another earthquake has just hit. Where did that go? I think it hit the same. Oh no, it hit the Bev Empire very badly. The Bev Empire is in ruins, bro. That was like their major area right there. They just lost so much. That's gotta hurt them. Yeah, the Bev Empire took a massive blow there. That was some of their most economically valuable land right there. Lots of the volcano land is starting to slowly lose its. Oh, and we just watched that as well. A gigantic meteor slammed right here in the green. Oh man, a tornado is hitting our kingdom. right as a war was breaking out, which is not good. And there's two wars. The Bev Empire is taking over this southern city. The Blue Empire is now moving in. The Blue Empire is taking this as well. There's lots of fighting taking place. The Innery not looking very good. Our great kingdom, but they're slowly regaining their land here. They didn't have very good luck. A earthquake, a tornado, and all the wars broke out at the same time. It was basically worst outcome for them. There was an earthquake followed by a tornado, followed by two of the greatest rivals they had declaring war on them. It was like they had no chance, and they got fucked right there. I'm not gonna lie. The Holy Dar is now a superpower. In terms of the Holy Dar versus the Bev Empire, I'm probably rooting for the Holy Dar to win the game now because they have kind of like all the former land of the country I was rooting for. And it looks like they will take over the realm of Duwaro. It looks like the Holy Dar will take over this realm down here, which will be a pretty major victory for them if they can get it. But they almost lost this city in the progress. But we've officially exited what was probably the darkest of all ages, and now we're in the age of wonders, which means lots of good things will probably happen now. Yeah, lots of magic is in the world now. And now we're also experiencing a cold war between the greatest powers. I think we're going to actually fuel the whispers of war into these countries, and we're just gonna kind of watch what happens now. With all the people with the bubbles, it'll be interesting to see who wins because now neither side really has too large of an advantage. But Holy Dar has already taken out the Bev Empire's capital, which probably means that the Bev Empire is about to get capitulated rather quickly. But they have managed to retake their capital, but they've lost this side city right here, which is probably not very good for them. And now they've lost this city. They're definitely trying to defend their capital once more, but they're probably going to lose it right here. And then their final city will probably fall to the Holy Dar Empire, who just also got hit with a gigantic earthquake. Oh, and another earthquake hit at the same time. It destroyed a village, bro. The earthquake destroyed an entire village. That's kind of crazy, but that's game right there. The Holy Dar have managed to win, and lots of stuff is getting destroyed. Lots of earthquakes all of a sudden. There's like three earthquakes all at once, but the Holy Dar has survived. They formed a grand empire, and now they basically are free to roam the world and colonize and build up these cities into massive empires. Overall, though, thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you all for the next one. Peace.